G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David and I have one of my favorite trees back in my care for a cleanup and hopefully just fix up and restyle a little bit here and there. It's the monster juniper that I did quite a few years ago that I've got a video on my channel on, which I'll link at the end of this video so you can see how I transformed this tree. But it was a monster tree. It was on its side, I stood it up and this is how it's going. It's going really well, really healthy. It's got a little bit of dieback as you expect on Juniper procumbens, prostrata. The back's actually quite a nice back as well, so it looks good from the back, but we will still style it from this side as the front. Needs some maintenance work, obviously, and I'm actually looking at taking any remaining wire off the tree that I put on a few years ago. It's starting to cut in. We're in some spaces, so we really want to, eliminate a lot of that wire and just finish off with clean wiring with copper and so on. Okay, so I'm going to get started and I'll show you what I'm doing. The tree's quite healthy, and from the outside you can see it's actually nice and green, but it's usually just the tips that are all green. I definitely can see on the inside some dieback. Because it hasn't been probably trimmed at the right time of year or trimmed enough. Could be lacking a little bit of water as well. A few little things like that could be affecting it. But really what we're going to do is just redefine pads, getting them, see, like that was like almost one hanging down. It really should be up around here, and that's another pad over here, so, or something like that. So we really need to look at redefining the pads. If I can leave the wire on, I will, as long as it's not cutting into the branch, then I'll leave it. Just cleaning up, looking for things that are growing down, plucking them off, reducing a lot of the foliage that needs to be reduced, cutting back, and so on. For example, there's a lot of growth out here. I'll start to go in and cut back, slowly start to cut back to a smaller bud on the inside, which tends to happen there on the inside a bit more. So we just keep going back and go back and to keep trimming it up as well, plucking anything underneath, repositioning branches if they've got wire, and getting some nice pads developing. There's lots of leaves and so on from other trees that have fallen inside, and we'll clean them up. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do throughout the tree, and I'll call out anything that I see is interesting and needing to look at. But let's have a go at working our way up the tree. It looks like one big tree at the moment. I think when I originally styled it, I had a smaller tree in here and a parent tree over there, but it looks all like big tree, which is okay. It looks quite nice now, but let's get it really looking good. If I have to eliminate some branches, I will. So for example, this one looks really kind of sick and looking a bit ill, so I might be able to drop some branches to reposition that by cutting that off, things like that. So that's what we'll be looking at and working on today. So one thing I didn't mention is never to trim this like a hedge. Okay, you'll need to come in and find a spot and just trim off once. Okay, and then there's some smaller buds on the inside, which is what will grow next time. So just trim once. You only make one cut, and that's really. Do not ever do a hedge trim on these. It will just brown off. It will be brown and look terrible, and it's not good for the tree. So really, that's what you want to do. Just come in with the scissors and just cut once, and it eliminates that bit of growth with the softer, smaller growth on the closer to the trunk, still staying alive and still being healthy. Okay, so just a little tip there. So very quick video here, but you can see after cleanup how different and really beautiful the tree looks now. I've done quite a bit of reduction work in the foliage, cleaning up underneath, cleaned up a lot of in the apex as well. A lot of the dead branching had to come off. There's quite a bit of that on the inside, but now the tree's more open and looking really nice. The pads are looking good. You can see into the tree a bit more now. The pads have come up a bit rather than drooping, so I don't know why I was doing that. The back still looks pretty good. I did tighten up the back a little bit. It was getting too far out. This is a little bit far out still, but I think we'll be okay. But all in all, stunning tree. I really love this tree. Now, if you remember, you'll see the link at the end of this video on how I transformed this tree over time from a humongous semi-cascade look into an upright tree and looking really nice now. So hopefully you guys can see all the beautiful work that's been done. Very simple video though, but very important. Look at the difference in the tree. You know, that just that little bit of, you know, care and extra maintenance and just ongoing maintenance actually improves this tree dramatically. So always do something with your trees. Don't do nothing with your trees. Very important lesson I learned. So always do something. If you do nothing, it's going to get worse. So all good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you around for more.